There's actually a very good segue with the previous talk, because I'm going to try to give you some practical tips on how to design the right tool, using some learnings that I've gathered, developing an ebook deals dashboard with a colleague of mine who's here. Hi. So why ebook? It's because I work for Penguin Books. We're one of the biggest publishers in the world, and we try to sell more ebooks by doing some weekly deals that we communicate to specific audiences thanks to newsletters and social media ads. This is working quite well, but it's a bit difficult to be reporting on it because we do our deals on platforms that we don't own, specifically Amazon. So it's quite complicated for the marketing teams to link the result of the sales with what they are actually doing, which is the newsletters and the social media activity. A couple of weeks ago, we received an email from our audience development director telling us that she was looking at rather unlovely and hard to read Google Sheets, which made me giggle a little bit. So we decided to have a look at it, and indeed, she was right. Very, very unlovely Google Sheets. You know this type of spreadsheets that make you go, what? The reason why it was like that, it's because the data is very complicated and people were trying to report on everything. Going a bit further, what we found out is that also people were reporting on different metrics. Each marketing team was trying to do what they could, and we thought, well, it must be really complicated for them to talk from a team to another because they don't really know how to measure things. Additionally, the data was quite difficult for them to gather because they came from different sources, from Amazon itself, from our newsletter service, from social media. So we said, okay, let's tackle this. So we decided to develop a dashboard. We had 3 key goals developing this dashboard. We firstly wanted to do something useful, give easy access to the right information for the right people. We wanted to do something accurate, surface metrics that reflects the teamwork, and do something universal, offer a common vocabulary for people to be able to talk to each other. To be able to do that was quite complex. We followed design thinking principles, and I want to share 3 key takeaways with you today. The first one is know your audience as well as your data. Start with your user, end with your user. Test everything with them. They have the answer. What you're going to develop is made for them. If they don't find it useful or if they can't access it easily, it's not going to be useful at all. Some key insights that we found from talking to our users were where to develop it, how to develop it. When we did some user testing of our first version, we realized that some of the buttons didn't really make sense, or some of the metrics that we were surfacing with actually maybe not the right ones. The main tip I can give you is include them throughout the process. The second one, take time to think away from your screen. We can all get a bit lost with the softwares that we have, specifically working with very complicated data sets. And it's quite easy to drill into the data and not really know what to take out of it. If you're staring at a blank sheet of paper, you have to ask yourself the right questions and find the right answers. Another thing that I found out is that when you show some people something drawn on a piece of paper, they are more likely to give you the right feedback, rather than when you show them something that you've developed, they are going to not want to hurt your feelings and go, yeah, great, working great. When you show them something quickly done, they go, hey, I don't really understand, because they don't think you've put too much time into it. By doing this, we realized that we didn't really know how to report on the sales data and what we really wanted to surface. Do we need to take off the marketing spend? What about Amazon? How much is the book actually costing us? And it led us to talk to experts. And that's my 3rd key takeaway today. Ask the right questions to the experts. It's a bit like your data set. They have everything, but you need to ask the right thing to them to be able to unlock. For us, I can't go into too much details, but it's because I don't have the time. But if you have some questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Talking to the sales team allowed us to develop an attribution model and to get an accurate sales number that we didn't get before. Before developing our dashboard, the marketing teams were kind of estimating what they were doing. When we were done, they have a number that they can actually use and say, yeah, that's what we did. Obviously, I'm not going to go without showing you the dashboard itself. Haha. Yes. Sorry, it's blurry. I have to hide some of the data. Basically, all you need to know is that on the left, you can easily access top-line sales, some tracker. And on the right, you can drill down into each specific deal. So it works with a director who wants to quickly check something before going into a meeting, but it also works with the marketing team who want to really understand the impact of what they have done. In that case, where did my sale come from? That's it. If you have any questions.